Mom, what time will you be home? I'm afraid to be alone at night. Please come home soon. Anyway, Lydia went out too.
I'm working and you're too noisy. Can't you at least take care of the house by yourself? I hope you've done the cleaning, the laundry, the dishes too. I won't forgive you if you don't help with the housework.
Yes, I did everything you told me.
Then don't bother to text me and go to bed right away.
Mom, I miss you.
You're so annoying, you know that? Cecilia, I need to talk to you about something.
What is it?
Your best friend was rich, wasn't she?
Oh, you mean Julia? Yeah, her dad is the president of a company.
That's not important. Can I borrow some money from her?
What? Why?
Because we don't have any money. That's why. You know we're poor, right?
I know, but I don't want to borrow money from a friend. It would make our relationship awkward.
Huh? You can't work, so do something for the sake of our family. At least, borrow some money from your friend.
I can't. Julia is my dear friend. I don't want to trouble her.
You're so cocky. You won't be able to go to school if I don't pay your tuition fee. Shut up and just listen to me.
Why don't you just ask my sister instead? Lydia is surrounded by rich people with shiny jewelry. You're aware of that, aren't you?
Why should I do that? I'm asking you, not Lydia. You're not supposed to bother her since you're the youngest, right?
Excuse me? You're asking me to do something insane to begin with. I don't get it. Anyway, I don't want to borrow money from a friend.
You're always so cocky. What a useless girl. Hey, what are you doing? I just got a call from the manager.
The manager? About what?
You didn't know?
Know what?
I think I forgot to tell you. I want you to work the convenience store instead of me.
Convenience store? What do you mean by that?
You should have guessed that much. You'll be working there from today.
What? I don't understand. I didn't hear anything about that. What on earth are you doing? I'm about to enter the testing period at school.
You're supposed to work.
I don't have time to work at the convenience store. It's your job. You're responsible for it. Will you stop pushing me to do it?
You don't even borrow money from your friends, so go work for our family's sake.
Why do you want me to do that? I'm still a student. My school doesn't allow me to work. If you want me to work so badly, you should go and get permission from the school. I wonder why I have to work.
Don't be cocky. Get going. You'll be late.
I don't want to. Stop forcing me to do what you want. You should understand my current circumstances.
You know that we're struggling to make ends meet, right? You should at least help out by working outside. You can't just be a useless daughter forever.
If you insist so much, why don't you let Lydia do the work? She's graduated from school. She's been hanging around with random people all day. She needs to get her life in order. So why don't you let her work instead?
Why should I make your sister work? She seems to be happy every day. I don't want to trouble her.
I don't think that's a proper reason. If you want me to work, first of all, let my sister, who has a lot of spare time, work. I'm still in high school and I need to do my duty as a student.
Huh? How can you say that? I don't know why, but you're ugly.
What?
You're not pretty like your sister. You don't even have a good style, right? I don't care if you're a student or not. It's only natural that you, who's hard to look at, should be the one to work.
No way. I can't believe you just said that. I'm your own daughter, Mom.
I don't even like to think of you as my daughter. I've been ashamed to introduce you as my daughter since you were a little girl.
That's horrible.
Your sister, on the other hand, is pretty, stylish, and good-natured. It's a big difference, isn't it? I feel bad for your dead father if I make your sister work at the convenience store. Anyway, we're poor, so you should at least work to earn your own tuition fee.
I told you that my school doesn't allow students to do part-time jobs, didn't I? I don't understand. I admit that Lydia is cute. I also admit that she has a good style. But she's no longer a student, so she should get a job. Don't you think so? She's just fooling around all night long instead of working.
Stop talking back to me. What a cocky girl. We don't have any money to make ends meet.
Then why don't you work more? You didn't even last at your part-time job at the convenience store, did you? It seems like you're spending all the money my father left for you. Why don't you work yourself before you make me work?
How dare you talk to your mother like that? I used the money your father left to raise you and your sister. You have no idea how hard I work. Don't talk as if you know everything.
For us? What did you do for me?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Liar. I was always home alone. I ate whatever was left in the fridge, take a shower by myself, did my homework alone. I got up in the morning and went to school by myself too. I ate a lot of school lunch because there was no breakfast for me. Whenever I arrived home, I felt so lonely and sad that I ended up crying.
So what? You should be thankful you have a home to go back to.
But you didn't treat my sister the same way.
What do you mean?
I know. You went to eat out with her in secret all the time. You bought her everything she wanted. I still have to put up with that until now.
Isn't that natural? Lydia is your elder sister. As her younger sister, you are the one who have to put up with things.
That's not fair. Mom, you keep saying that we're poor and needy, but I'm sure that Lydia is living a good life now. I'm the only one who has to put up with it. And on top of that, I'm still a high school student, but you want me to work. It's absolutely ridiculous.
What have you been saying all this time? Comparing yourself to your sister is a big mistake. I'm sorry, but you're just as ugly as a slave. From now on, you will work for me and your sister. Of course, you can study too.
This is just too much to bear. Are you really my mother?
You were the one who made me say it. Why don't you just shut up and go work at the convenience store? You should be thankful that you can go to high school. There are people who can't even go to school. Why are you complaining about having dinner alone? You should be thankful that you can eat dinner. Stop messing around and hurry up. I'll get scolded by the store manager if you don't go.
Mom, are you serious? Do I really have to work at the convenience store? Can't you just wait until I graduate from high school?
I've been telling you for a while now, we don't have the money. I need money to pay for your tuition fee. If you have any gratitude for that, you should at least get a part-time job at a convenience store.
You didn't let my sister do anything. That's terrible.
Never mind about Lydia. She's cute, so I'll let her do whatever she wants. She's my angel. But you're not. If you want to go to high school, go earn your own money for what you need.
Jeez.
If you have a problem with that, you are free to leave the house anytime you want. Our lives will be easier if you do that.
What a terrible thing to say. I still can't believe that you're my mother.
I'm not asking you to quit high school and work. You can do that much. So shut up and do what your mother tells you to do. Are you finished with your work? I need to talk to you.
It's not a good story anyway, is it? You don't have to text me anyway. I'll be home soon.
That's not what I meant. Today's story is good news for you.
What is it?
Well, you see, I have a debt.
Huh? We're already paying the minimum amount for that monthly. Did you borrow money again? What kind of debt?
It's your sister's. She said she found someone she likes and wants to move in with him. As a mother, I can't just kick her out, can I?
What? You told me to leave, didn't you?
Did I? She's going to rent a place to live with him. It took a lot of money to rent an apartment and furnish it.
It can't be helped. Lydia loves expensive things, so I have no doubt that she asked you to buy those.
You don't have to say that. Everyone wants to buy what they like.
I see. I haven't had anything extravagant bought for me since I was a kid anyway.
Stop complaining. So when I checked the household budget, I found that my debt had ballooned. With my income, it's going to be tough to pay the debt.
You're not going to ask me to take on more part-time work, are you? No kidding. In the first place, you didn't have to pay for Lydia's moving out expenses. She decided that by herself, so she's the one who should be paying for all she needs, not you. Why didn't you just let her and her boyfriend take care of those on their own? And what do you mean you can't pay back your debt? That's not good news at all. I'm not happy about this.
I'm not saying my debt and the fact that your sister moved out is a good news. So, the good news is actually...
I don't want to hear anything about that. I won't borrow money from my friends. I won't even get more part-time jobs.
You don't have to do that. I've found an easier way to get out of debt. That way, you can quit your convenience store job too, right?
What? I wonder if debts are something that can be paid off in an instant. I don't think so. Mom, are you up to no good again this time?
Up to no good? How rude. Can you stop talking like that? It's a really simple thing to do.
I've never received any decent offer from you. I know that there's definitely something fishy going on.
That's not true. I'm talking about adoption. You'll just need to become another family's kid. It's so easy, isn't it?
What?
Adoption.
No way.
A colleague of mine at work couldn't have kids and she was having a hard time. I've been listening to her story for a while. Because of her age, she said that she's willing to adopt a high school kid. You're just the right person for that.
Oh my God. What a horrible mother. In this day and age, have you ever considered about my feelings? You want me to go into a foster home? I'm not some sort of animal.
Why are you so angry? It's a good story. They're probably going to love you very much. You could even quit your job at the convenience store.
Mom,
what is it?
you're okay with that?
What do you mean? Of course it's okay, because it makes everyone happy.
Are you happy with that?
Why are you asking that?
Lydia is not your only daughter. I'm your daughter too, but you want me to go for adoption?
Oh, now I understand what you're trying to say. Don't worry about it. You were useless to begin with. I'm willing to let you go.
Is that all I am to you?
I guess so. You're not pretty nor stylish. You also complain a lot. I have no problem at all if you leave. That's why I want to take advantage of this rare opportunity. I've decided to let you go for adoption to cover my debt. I don't want you, so get out.
Okay. I'm glad to hear that. I'm leaving then.
Yeah, you can leave now. You don't have anything else useful to do. At least, I can get rid of my debt now. Besides, I'll never have to see your face again. Thank God for that.
Mom. All right. I'm not going to miss you since you keep talking like that. I'll cut ties with you and Lydia starting from today.
Let's do that. Long time no see. How are you?
Who is it?
It's me, Cecilia, your mother.
Your number isn't registered as my mother. You must have texted the wrong account.
That can't be right. I'm your birth mother.
Is that so? But you're a complete stranger to me now, aren't you?
You're amazing, Cecilia. I heard you work for a world-famous company, don't you?
You're a stranger. It's none of your business. Where did you find that out? Don't just investigate people without their permission. I went to the trouble of changing my phone to prevent you from contacting me.
I asked every one of your high school friends.
I can't believe you went that far. What the hell do you want? I know that. It's all about the money anyway.
I didn't expect you will notice that soon. How did you find out?
I knew it.
I'm actually in financial trouble.
Are you still having trouble with money? Nothing has changed from 8 years ago. Just explain to me.
Please, I'm really in trouble. Can you lend me some money?
How much do you need?
Are you telling me that you're willing to lend me some money? Thank you. You're the best daughter I've ever had. I'm glad to have you. So, I want to borrow $70,000.
Huh? I thought you gave me up for adoption and cleared your debts with the money you received. Did you get into debt again after that? For $70,000? What kind of a person are you? Are you so stupid that you keep making the same mistake?
How dare you talk to me like that? Are you making fun of me?
Because you're an idiot. You must have gone through a hard time and now you're going into debt again. Well, I think I was the one who went through a hard time.
Your sister is getting married. She wants to go abroad for her honeymoon, so I thought I'd help her out with some financial support. When can you give me the cash?
What? Who said anything about giving you cash?
Didn't you say that you'd help me?
I just wanted to know what's been going on for the last 8 years. That's all. Please don't contact me anymore. We are strangers now. You annoy me like hell.
Wait. If I can't come up with the money within 5 days, it's going to be horrible. Please, help me. You're my daughter, aren't you?
I'm not your daughter anymore. I cut off my family 8 years ago. Honestly speaking, you were the one who cut me off. Don't pretend to be my family now.
I'm sorry. I've done terrible things to you. But the debt collectors were after me. I had no choice than to rely on you. It was hard for me too, you know. Is your new mother being nice to you? I heard stepmothers are nasty, so I hope she doesn't bully you.
If you feel that way, why did you let her adopt me? To me, you're the worst mother on earth.
I told you that I'm sorry for what I've done to you, didn't I? I was in a lot of pain back then.
A lot of pain? You gotta be kidding me. I don't even know what to say.
I won't let you be lonely anymore. From now on, you and me will live together again. We're family.
Stop talking nonsense, will you? I have a family of my own.
Huh?
My parents who adopted me are very nice people, and I respect them. They welcomed me warmly. They worked hard to help me with my studies, which I was way behind at the time of adoption. They even stayed up late at night with me. They made my transition from college to work so smooth. Now I want to show my gratitude to them. I'd like to show them a lovely grandchild.
What? Are you married?
Yes, I'm married to the president of a company. He was the new president. I was his secretary before we started dating and got married.
Company president? Good to hear that you got married to a rich man.
Well, I guess people around me think that I married him because of his fortune. But that's not the reason. We got married because we really love each other. So there's no room for you. Goodbye.
That's terrible. If you're the president's wife, why can't you at least lend me some money? You can even help me with my living expenses too.
Don't play dumb with me. Of course, my husband knows that I was adopted. Besides, I told him how lousy my birth mother is. He was so shocked when he heard the whole story.
Did you tell him everything?
Of course. They told me to cut all ties with you and my sister too. I have a lot of family to take care of, so don't count on me anymore.
Oh no. If you abandon us, what should we do?
You still have Lydia. She's pretty and you're very proud of her, right? I'm sure she'll help you.
No, she's not gonna help me.
I know. She's desperate in supporting her favorite band, right?
How do you know?
A while ago, Lydia came to borrow money from me. She wanted to contribute to her favorite band, but she didn't have the money. So I gave her some money. In exchange, she said she'll get a job. She's my elder sister after all. She never did anything to me, good or bad, so I thought I'd help her out for once.
That's not fair. You should help me because I'm your mother. I gave birth to you, remember?
Thanks to you, that I feel like a mess almost my entire life. You made me feel lonely. You forced me to borrow money from my friends, and to top it all off, I was forced to work at the convenience store. In the end, you gave me up for adoption. Well, I'm happy now, so I don't hold a grudge on you, but I'm done with you.
Please don't say that.
But Lydia didn't work hard. I introduced her to a job at a live music club where her favorite band holds their concert because she said that she was desperate to work there.
What? Was it your fault that Lydia has become more aggressive in chasing that band?
That's great. That's where she met her current boyfriend, and she seemed to be having a good time with him. Well, it looks like both of them are die-hard fans of that band. Did I do something wrong? I just did what my sister asked me to do.
You can imagine what would happen if I told your sister about a place like that. Oh my God. What have you done? She said that she wants to marry her boyfriend. Both of them are racking up debts. How are you going to take the responsibility for that?
Lydia is just like you.
What?
She goes into debt so easily. Then, she always tries to rely on me. It's all your fault for not teaching her how to deal with money properly.
No, it's your fault. You must pay off our debts and take care of our lives from now on.
Why should I do that? We are strangers now. I've been told by my family to stay away from you and Lydia, so don't contact me anymore.
Why are you still talking like that? I'm in front of your house now.
What did you say?
Your room is on the 5th floor, right? I'm gonna go in your room and take everything I can sell. Brace yourself.
Hey, don't do that. You're trespassing.
Is your foster father and mother here? It's been so long since I've seen them. They'd be surprised if me and your sister broke in.
Stop it.
If you want us to stop, give us money. Also, you must pay for our living expenses too.
No, I can't do that.
Well then, I'll ring the bell to pretend that I'm a delivery man. Then I'll break into your house.
Will you do that even though it's a stranger's house now?
What are you talking about?
My current parents bought a high-rise, so we're not living there anymore. I moved in with my husband, so I left the house anyway. I'm sorry to hear that you got the wrong house.
Okay then. Who lives here now?
I don't know.
Huh? No way.
Looks like you finally committed a crime.
No, I didn't. I just didn't know that you're no longer living here. It's not a crime. Why should I have to go through all these troubles? I don't understand.
You are breaking the law if you try to enter someone's house without permission. What you're doing is trespassing and damaging property. From now on, good luck paying off your debts and atoning for your sins. My mother was caught by the person at the house she entered, and then the police were called. The police officer who arrived at the scene caught her red-handed. When she forced her way in through the front door, she broke an antique that was on display. They settled out of court for $10,000 in compensation and consolation money. As a result, she got into more debt. She borrowed and paid multiple times, so her debts continue to rise. It seems that she's having a hard time to stay afloat. Finally, she was taken care of by a scary person who forced her to move from one live-in job to another with constant supervision. I heard that she had to work all her life just to pay back her debts. I hope they don't sell her off to some strange place. I think she deserves that, considering what I have been through since I was a little girl. From now on, I will live happily with my own family who will take good care of me.
Good evening, Emily. Did you finish your work safely today? Hello, Ruth. What's up? Sorry for the sudden message. Actually, I have something important to tell you. Really? What's going on? Well, I have a new boyfriend. Seriously? I didn't know that. That's great. Congratulations. When did you meet him? We only started dating recently. I've been in love with him for quite a while. Finally, I feel happy. I see. You should have told me. I wanted to discuss that with you. Sorry, I just couldn't talk to you about it. What? Why? You can count on me. No, I can't. You'll definitely get angry. Why would I? It's an important matter for you. I wonder what kind of person he is. Well, it's a little hard to say. You know him well. Who is it? Just tell me, okay? I'm curious. Come on, Ruth. It's Adrian. Adrian? Do you mean... You're not dating my boyfriend, are you? It's just a coincidence that your boyfriend has the same name, right? Stop kidding. I'm not kidding. He's your boyfriend, Adrian. Or, to be more precise, he used to be your boyfriend. What? Are you joking? I don't know anything about that. Are you saying that you stole my boyfriend? I'm sorry, but it's not a lie or a joke. It's just how people feel, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm really sorry. I just couldn't tell you. Could you explain to me? I just did that, didn't I? Do you understand what I was trying to tell you? Wait a minute. You said you're dating him, right? And that was before you confessed to me that you love him? That's like saying you're cheating with him. This is too much to bear. I told you, it's a matter of how people feel, so it can't be helped. I think Adrian loves us both. What? I can't believe it. But you don't want Adrian to date both of us, right? We need to solve this problem for our own sake. So, could you break up with him? Hold on a sec. Why should I break up with Adrian? You're the one he was cheating with. Shouldn't you be the one to leave? Because now is the best time for us. We're finally dating each other. Adrian told me that both of you have been together for a long time, and he's bored of you. Since that's the case, I think you should just break up with him and find someone new. Give it up already. That's what he told you? I'm so stunned. Seems that you've crossed the line. How can you steal your friend's boyfriend and be so calm about it? Unbelievable. Have you been planning this all along? Of course I didn't mean it at first. I'm not that kind of a jerk. In fact, it was Adrian who told me that he liked me. That means I was more attractive than you. Adrian approached you? I can't believe it. Even if that story were true, he's my boyfriend. Normally, you're supposed to say no, aren't you? Or maybe you could ask me for some advice at that point. There's no way I could do that. Because Adrian is such a sweet and cool guy. I wanted to date him too. Whenever the three of us go out together, I was so envious when I saw you and Adrian were so friendly with each other. I always wished I had a boyfriend like him. At last, my dream has come true. No, you just stole someone's boyfriend. Isn't that crazy? Why didn't you find yourself a boyfriend instead? You didn't have to go out of your way to get someone else's boyfriend. I'm sorry. I fell in love with Adrian. We're already dating each other. Besides, Adrian and I have no intention of breaking up. So there's no other way but for you to back out. Isn't that a little too selfish?
Why do you have to make such decision on your own? Looks like you can't calm yourself down. I know it can't be helped. So I thought I should just tell you what to do. It's none of your business. I'll think about it myself from now on. I'll talk to Adrian too. You can do whatever you want, but I don't think there's any point in talking to Adrian because he's crazy about me, you know? I hope you don't do anything that could affect my love life. I know you are a kind woman, so I trust you. How can you say that after messing around with other people's boyfriend? You're just like a thief. I don't think talking to you will solve the problem. I don't want to deal with you ever again. Also, please don't talk to me at work. If that's what you want, I don't mind at all. I have other friends, but I can only have one boyfriend. I was filled with anger. I couldn't believe that my friend has taken my boyfriend away from me. And there was no way that they were already dating each other. I had never imagined it at all. I wanted to ask Adrian, but I was sure that no matter how much I asked him, he would take the same attitude as Ruth. In the end, I have lost the will to talk to him. I felt it would be a waste of time to get involved with the unfaithful man any further, so I decided to fade away from him. Long time no see, Emily. We've been seeing each other at work anyway. Is that you, Ruth? What do you want? I'm so relieved to hear from you. Looks like you didn't block me. I don't care about you and Adrian anymore. Blocking both of you won't make any difference. You're so kind to say that. Actually, I have an announcement for you today. What is it this time? We're getting married at last. I see. I'm happy for you. Congratulations. You don't seem too surprised, do you? What an unexpected reaction. You looked so happy at our workplace. Of course, I could imagine what you were up to. I'm not that dull. Is that true? I'm sure that I'm just too happy. I didn't expect you to sense that. So, why are you texting me? I don't need any announcement. Oh, don't say that. You are Adrian's ex-girlfriend. I just thought it would be polite to tell you about our marriage. You just wanted to show off how happy you are. It's so obvious. Looks like you found out about that. But I feel bad about what I did to you. I'm sorry. But we're getting married after 6 months dating. I guess Adrian and I were meant to be together. I guess so. That's great. You're really frustrated, but you're holding back, right? I'm not frustrated. I told you, I don't care about the two of you. So what else do you want from me? Don't act tough. If I were in your shoes, I wouldn't be able to recover in just 6 months. If you feel that way, why are you going out of your way to text me like this? Both of you should just get married quietly. You're such a cruel woman. Please don't be upset. I was just wondering how you would react. I don't have time to deal with you. That's too bad. Well, it was fun to see how frustrated you are. I had a good time, so I don't care anymore. I'm not frustrated. Don't get me wrong. You're so stubborn. Why don't you just be honest and admit it? That's why Adrian dumped you. It's none of your business. I don't want you to feel sorry for me. Besides, I'm not trying to be tough, because I have no reason to do that. Why are you being so persistent? You're such a pathetic woman, Emily. I don't think so. Anyway, I have a fiancé too. What? Fiancé? That's right. You're lying. It's true. I haven't heard that story. Why didn't you tell me earlier? Why should I tell you? I don't want to ruin my happiness ever again. What's the matter with you? How can you have a fiancé in just 6 months? It's possible. I'm surprised at that too, you know. I wonder what kind of nerd who fell in love with you. Geez, that's rude. It's Christopher. Christopher? The company's most talented worker? That's right. I can't believe it. How can a woman like you go out with someone as charming as Christopher? I didn't know he had such a bad taste in women. You're so rude. I'm a human being too. So when I found out that Adrian was cheating on me, I was shocked to a certain extent. I made a lot of small mistakes at work too. It was Christopher who took care of me. I don't trust you. You planned all of this, didn't you? You're a nasty woman, pretending to be weak to get close to Christopher. Don't you dare insult me like that. It's not like I approached him. You have no right to call me a nasty woman. You were the one who stole my boyfriend away from me, Ruth. Shut up! You knew I liked Christopher, didn't you? Oh, come to think of it, I remember that you were saying how awesome he is to me for a while. You always wear your heart on your sleeve, don't you? Then why are you dating Christopher? Huh? What are you talking about? You were dating Adrian. It is up to me who I want to date. I don't need you to tell me what to do. That's not fair. I'll give Adrian back to you, so you must give Christopher to me. What? Christopher isn't some sort of property. I can't just give him to you. I really don't get it. Besides, it's not up to you to decide. I mean, Christopher refused to date you in the past, right? How did you find out about that? When Christopher started asking me out for dinner in private, we talked about you and your friends. And that's when I heard about that story. But if you can date Christopher, I'm sure that I can date him too. I'm starting to feel more confident. Why you're so confident is a mystery to me. My personality and yours are nothing alike, so it's impossible. But in terms of looks, we can compete with each other. I'm more beautiful than you. Christopher is not the kind of person who judges people only by their looks. If he were the type of person who would just chase a woman so easily, I wouldn't have decided to be engaged to him. I don't like the way you say that. I should have continued to approach Christopher instead of Adrian. Ruth, you're getting married soon, right? That's a rude thing to say to Adrian. You took him away from me and started dating. It doesn't matter. It's not your business anymore. I can't believe you're happier than me. Happiness is different for everyone, and I don't think it's right to compare yourself to someone else. You should be happy since you're getting married. Silence! I'm going to take Christopher away from you. Are you out of your mind? Looks like you never learned from your mistakes. I'm sorry, but that's impossible. I've done it once, so I can do it again for sure. I'm confident. Don't underestimate me. I won't allow you to marry a man with better personality. I don't know why you're so hell-bent on turning me into your enemy, but it's definitely not going to happen this time. Why don't you just act tough while trembling with fear? When I say I'll do something, I'll do it. You'll see. No, you really shouldn't do that because you're wasting your energy. Christopher is reading this message since he's next to me. No kidding! What are you doing? You're a jerk! You can't just show it to him without my permission. Then can you please stop interrupting our date? What? I was so happy to have a date with him today, but you texted me out of the blue. I was so scared that I asked Christopher to read it together. Then you started to pick a fight with me, then declared that you were going to steal Christopher away from me. We're laughing about it right now, Christopher said that he's scared too. What? Why did you do this to me? I'm so embarrassed. I can't go to work anymore. I didn't do anything. You said it all on your own, didn't you? Oh, and I don't think you know about this, but Christopher and Adrian are friends. I beg your pardon? Who would want their friend to marry a woman who often changes her mind? No way! Christopher just told me that I'll let Adrian know about this. Christopher is such a kind person, isn't he? He said he can't just let his friend end up with a broken heart. You're kidding, right? Don't do that! You'll ruin our marriage! If you're going to get married with such a random feeling, it's better to quit. Wouldn't it be better for both of you? I don't owe Adrian anything, but since he's Christopher's dear friend, I have no choice but to help him. I'm sorry! I got a little carried away. I won't say or do anything like this again, so please forgive me. I don't mind, but since Christopher is mad at you, he might not be able to do it. It's obvious, since you just mocked his friend. Why don't you just explain to Christopher that he misunderstood? I don't want to help you. You stole Adrian from me. I'm sorry, but you have to give up. After knowing all the facts, I hope Adrian will say that he still wants to marry you. Oh no! That's absolutely impossible! Hey! Please help me! I want to marry Adrian! As soon as you found out that you couldn't take Christopher from me, you changed your mind again. I feel sorry for Adrian, despite everything that's happened. It's a tragedy that the woman he fell in love with has such a nasty personality. Poor Adrian. I'm sorry! I'm really sorry! I won't do anything to hurt Adrian anymore! Please forgive me! You should say that to Adrian instead of me. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I already invited Adrian to our conversation. What do you mean? It's been a while since I've talked to Adrian, so I'm in a delicate state of mind. But with Christopher here, I think I'll be fine. I can't believe this is happening! I'm sorry that I can't help you. I don't even want to help you. What goes around, comes around. You deserve that. Please, pick up, Emily! You have to be on my side. We're friends, right? Of course not. I don't even consider you a friend of mine anymore. Well then, what happens next is between you and Adrian. You should discuss it properly. I don't want you to contact me persistently again. I'm going to block you now. Farewell. Don't block me! Are you still there? Hey! Reply to me, Emily! Adrian hurriedly came into the store in frustration. He was so shocked to hear the truth. After he's back home, he spent most of his time resting on his bed. It can't be helped since he has chosen the wrong woman. He deserves that. He apologized to me for what happened in the past. He was happy to hear that I got engaged to Christopher. Ruth's aura of happiness disappeared and she became unhappy all at once. People in the company heard that she is no longer engaged to Adrian. She resigned from her job, perhaps because she couldn't stand hearing the bad rumors about her in the company anymore. Ruth was punished for trying to ruin other people's lives. Me and Christopher are deeply in love with each other, and I'm currently enjoying the happiest time in my whole life.